Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, shout out, of course, to drone enthusiasts everywhere, and as usual, a shout out to all my friends at the Drone Seekers. I have something a little different here, pretty much a toy drone. I don't know, you guys remember the other day that Ryan Duvall sent me a whole box full of drones, and I flew the Bug 6. Well, in that box was this little JJRC H78 something. Let me see. H78G. That's what it is. A JJRC H78G. And it's a little GPS drone, and it's got a little, I think it's a 1080p camera on there. It's not stabilized, but it is GPS. Supposedly a 9-minute flight time. So I don't know if I'm going to call this a review, but let's just call it let's see if we can get this little guy in the air and fly it around a little bit, and maybe walk through some things. I've read through the instructions a couple times. There's some things that are a little bit unusual, so we'll probably stumble through it a little bit. The other thing is this controller doesn't hold my phone very well, so I'm gonna have to be pretty ginger with that. So the drone connects to the controller. I got that figured out, and then this connects Wi-Fi. So I don't know if both of them are connected to this at the same time, or if the Wi-Fi is a connection to the controller from the phone. It doesn't really explain that in the manual very well. So anyway, we'll go through the steps and we'll see if we can get this guy up in the air. I did download the app, so yeah, we'll try that and we'll see what we can do. H78G, that looks like the one. Okay, there we are. So it looks like I even have FPV. So I don't know, we better quit messing around and get this thing in the air. It's got a takeoff and landing button here, so let's hit that and see what happens. Looks like I have, according to this, 15 satellites. Well, that didn't work. So I've manually armed the motors. So there you guys can see that. Wow, it's very, very stable. I'm telling you, I hate to say this, guys, but I don't know. It was moving around there a little bit. I was going to make a bold statement and say that it's more stable than the Hubsan Zino, but I don't know. It's pretty darn good. So let me see if it's double click to that was a photo, I think, or do you hold? So I hate to say this, guys, I'm gonna need to pull out the manual to see how you get it to take pictures or to video. I thought I had that down, but maybe not. I told you we'd be messing around here a little bit. Back it off just a little. Return to home, headless mode. Well, I'm not seeing it now. Long press for videos. Okay. And look at it sank there a little bit. Let's pick it up. So I don't know if it's taking a video or not. In any case, we'll have a screen recording. So let's go backwards and up. As you can see there, I had a little problem with the controls on it. Yeah, it's whatever it's doing now, it's doing by itself. It moved around there quite a bit up there. I don't know what it was doing. That was without me touching it. So I don't know if that's the wind kicking it around, but ooh. And then it just did almost did a backwards flip, almost hit the ground there. Well, as you can see, that we've kind of lost FPV too. I'm going to bring it in a little closer here, guys. So you can see it's wanting to land there. 17 satellites. I don't know why it's... oh, so we got FPV back here. So I must have just gone out there too far. Okay, let's back it up here. Let me get this out of my hand here. Let's just back it up and let's see if we can just do some basic kind of figure eights and so forth here. Yeah, you can. So it does okay. Although you see it sinking there, I take my fingers off the controls and it wants to sink. So the picture quality looks pretty good on FPV, honestly. And of course, you cannot control the camera here. In other words, where the camera is pointing. So let's see if it can find its place. So I'm going to grab it and pull it to the side. Yeah, that pretty much came back. Yeah, it found its spot, so that's pretty good. So let's go back it up again, and this time I won't go out as far. Do a little droney, and we'll call that good. Get a little more altitude. I see a little bit of jello on the screen, not too bad. Yeah, so I don't know if that beep, it was a low battery beep or what. So it is not telling me. I assume that's a low battery beep. So I hit the return to home button. Let's see what it does. And it's coming home here. I'll see if I can point the camera up so you can see it. And it's coming down. We'll just let it land. Man, I think it's pretty darn accurate here, guys. I mean, it's in the grass, but you know, that's within a foot or so of the landing pad. It didn't what it didn't do, I lost FPV there again, so I don't know if I was just if I was out of range or what, but it definitely, the FPV is frozen on the screen. Okay guys, I don't know if you can call that a review, but we did get a flight in. The JJRC H78G, why can't I remember that? H78G. We'll take a look at the video. I think it records the video to your phone, and I know I did a screen recording regardless, but it actually looked pretty decent to me for what I could see on my phone, although of course not stabilized. And so, you know, unstabilized video is pretty much worthless. But you know, I suppose if you're just you know, trying to see if you're interested in drones and you want something to start out with and just to mess around, you know, this might not be a bad choice. It's you know, as you can see, it's a tiny little thing, and it has limited range. I mean, we didn't get it very far out, and you saw the FPV freeze up on me there a couple of times. So it's nothing that you're gonna, you know, it's a park flyer or a backyard flyer, I guess is what I would call it. But that said, you know, it does fly, and the GPS does work, and it's actually fairly stable. And you know, I kind of had fun messing around with it. So I would say, you know, if this is something that you want to you know, you want to try, I couldn't argue with it too much if you could get it for the right price. I don't know that I'd want to pay more than 50 bucks or so for this thing. So it had a fairly short flight time. I mean, it advertises 9 minutes. Of course, it messed around for a while. It took me a while to calibrate everything and get it up in the air. So we've no doubt wasted some battery doing that. But you know, that said, it flew long enough. And if you just wanted something to learn the basics of flight, yeah, probably not a bad deal. So anyway, there it is. Let's see, I need to add one more thing. So this drone actually started with our old friend Brian Singleton. If you look back on Brian's channel, he's got a review of this bird, and then he sent it to Ryan Duvall, and then Ryan Duvall sent it in a package that he sent to me. So it's been through a couple of people, and I will pay it forward and send it on to somebody else, and let somebody else take a shot at flying this little guy. But it's, you know, it's just fun, man. That's what it is. It's flying drones and having fun. So anyway, that's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out, and if you like this kind of video, please consider subscribing to my channel. And most of all, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and we'll see you on the next one. JJRC H78G. See, I remembered the number. See you guys.